Well, good afternoon. Hope you're all enjoying the nice weather. Not if you've got nice weather where you're too. Warm as anything here, so it's lovely. Obligatory tea with honey. So what have we been up to? Our Opal Blitz is still waiting for paint job. I have to be in the right frame of mind to do it, because I gotta get the compressor out and the spray booth out and all the other stuff, and I gotta be in the right frame of mind to drag everything out. It's not something I can keep up permanently and use it when I want. It's take it out, put it away, take it out, put it away, blah 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 blah. Which is a nuisance, an inconvenience, but I will do it. I will do it. But I have not been idle. Our 2 boxes of figures are finished, so they can be put away. What I'll do in a minute is I'll give you a quick look at them, but what I'll do is I'll I'll get the light box out on the turntable, and we'll put them on the turntable and you can have a proper look at them. But I am very pleased with the result, I have to say. Although I will go as far as to say this box by Academy, the helmets were not as good as they might be, particularly on the rim of the helmets. They needed a bit of, in some places they needed a bit of filling. So what I did was fill them as best I could. And then to sort of hide that, I put some camouflage on them. Which actually has turned out very well, I gotta say. And the only other thing was, with the machine gun crew, the machine gun belt was sort of persona non grata. That was hopeless. Even putting it in hot water to soften it, to try and bend it to the right shape, it busted in 2 or 3 pieces. As you can see, so that was the sort of end of that. It's so thin and flimsy as to be ridiculous, but I've sort of got round it. I used a strip of metal from a foil pie tray and used that, and it looks sort of okay, but for what we're doing for figures for the gaming table, it's fine. You wouldn't win any competitions with it, but for the gaming table, it's perfectly fine. So here's the anti-tank rifle, Panzer Bush anti-tank rifle, which is worked out quite nicely. See it better in a minute on the turntable. The machine gun team, quite happy with that, how that turned out. Super glue tends to mark these clear bases a bit, as you can no doubt see, which is a bit of a nuisance. We'll find a way around that. But other than that, Yeah, very nice. Looks good with the foliage on the helmets, which is just small pieces of sponge mix glued on, different colours. About 3 different colours in the pack, little pieces. Daub them on, and then go over with some other greens, paint, and you can make it look pretty realistic. It's pretty good. Here's our guy running with the ammo box. Yeah, very nice. Very happy with him. Had to put a, don't know if you can see it, yeah, put a strap on the rifle, but that was no big deal. Strap on the rifle from Tamiya tape. Cut it to the length. I just paint it before you put it on. Makes life easier. Same as the chin straps on the helmets. Paint it before you put it on, because if you put it on as sort of yellow tape and then try painting it, you're going to get brown paint on the face. So paint it first, then put it on. Yeah, nice figure, nice action figure. And our box of Tamiya figures, 4 figures. Here's our tank commander. A nice figure. I'm coming to the conclusion that before long I'm going to have to build a tank, because I now have 3 or 4 tank commanders standing idle with no tanks. Here's our seated figures. This one will go in the Opel Blitz as the driver. Getting better at the oak leaf camo as well. Here's our Grenadier leader. So that's 2 boxes got through. And our test figures, which are the old Airfix German infantry. Very pleased with that, given the fact, what are these, a good 50-year-old polythene figures. We've come a long way since then, but given, you know, reasonable paint job, and put the decals on the shoulder tabs, the collar tabs, and on the helmets, they look pretty damn good, I gotta say. As I've told you oodles of times, I don't believe these are 132. One of these days I'm going to work it out exactly what they are, but they're not 132. 133 and a half, 134 perhaps. But pretty damn good for what they are, and for the gaming table, ideal. And I took another one of those figures and cut the rifle out and gave him a Panzerfaust. The only thing which wasn't great really is that hand. It's not brilliant. What I should have done, in retrospect, what I should have done is just, when I cut the rifle off of the figure, cut the hand off as well and used the hand from a kit figure and just pinned it on. Would have been better, but they're only test figures, so that's why we do test figures, just to see what's what. And I a bit of green stuff there just to repair the end of the bag, because that's where the butt of the rifle was. But for what they are, just 50-year-old polythene figures, they're all right. They're not half bad. Ideal for the gaming table, perfect. Mix in a few kit figures, and you're good to go. Brilliant. So what we're going to do next, try and get that Opal Blitz finished. All the figures for the back of it are finished. Driver is now finished. I just got to sort of spray it up, spray the main pieces up, and just fit the thing together. That's really all I got to do. Just getting off my butt and dragging all the spray stuff out. But outside of that, what we're going to do is I want to get more practice at painting this camouflage. That's what I want to do. So what I'm going to do is let's put this stuff right down here. Not a lot of room in here today. So I have 3 boxes of these. Now there's not a lot of room for maneuver with these figures. In fact, none at all, really. So to vary these figures around, it's going to be a challenge and no mistake. Because these boxes, they don't give you any extra weapons. No spare arms or anything like that. I think they give you 1 cap as opposed to a helmet, so you can have them all with helmets, or all with helmets bar 1 who's got a cap on. I think that's the only extra item they give you, is 1 cap, which makes life rather difficult for you, the modeler. And it actually, to my way of thinking, it doesn't encourage you to buy these figures. If they gave you more options within the box, you'd be more likely to go back and buy more boxes, because you say, well, I can do a lot with these. I've got boxes of figures here, and you can see, well, I could make half a dozen of these boxes up, and all the figures would be different because of the options they give you. Whereas in this box, they don't give you no options at all, which is disappointing. Come on, Tamiya, give us some extra guns, extra weapons, or some arms or something. So what I thought was, I've got a lot of spare weapons here actually, so that's not too bad. I might even, if I search hard enough, I might even have some arms that I can use to vary these round. But what I have got are spare heads, which I can use. Now obviously you can see that some of these heads are going to be no use at all, like that fella there with a side cap, that's going to be no use at all. But the top two, maybe that one, we can use them, because these are quite nice figures. The detailing is good. Faces are not brilliant, so the Alpine heads will do well on these, I think. But overall, they're not bad figures. They're quite good figures. Just limited what you can do with them. Not that great on the faces, but the overall detail is pretty good. It's pretty good. So that'll give me 5 figures in a box. That'll give me 15 figures. That'll give me 15 figures. So to go with them, got those 3. That's an old box for sure. And finally, we have, well, I say finally, not finally actually, we've got them. These are nice figures actually. They've got very, very good faces on these, as you'd expect from Masterbox. Somebody let me know what that thing's called, that guy's wearing. I can't remember for the life of me what that's called. That sort of blouse thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, to go with them, and finally to go with them, because that's enough. Now these boxes, as you see, they all come with extra heads, 2 heads. So they can also be used for the Tamiya figures. So that lot will give me 31 figures. So we can say 3 units of 10. Each unit with a peak cap officer figure. So that should look pretty good. That'll give me a lot more experience at painting oak leaf camo, and probably P-dot camo as well, because that's something I thought of for these. We can give some figures plain trousers, some figures oak leaf trousers, some figures P-dot trousers, vary the patterning around on the uniforms to try and make these as different as possible. It's going to be a challenge because, like I said, they're so limited what you can do with them. The other boxes, it doesn't matter because we've just got 1 box of each, so it doesn't matter. Just make them up per the box, and that's fine. But these, it's going to be challenging to get some variety out of 3 boxes. All right, you make 1 box as per the box, that's fine. But the other 2 boxes, it's going to be interesting to see what I can do with them. Yeah, so that's 3 squads of 10 we'll get. And I need something to pit against my British Airborne, because we got somewhere in the realms of 30 to 40 British Airborne painted up. So we need something to pit against them. So that's the next job. So I'll get these figures put on the turntable. You can have a look at them Then we'll get them put into storage, and we'll crack on with building these German Grenadiers. Get them sorted. So anybody subscribed lately, thanks very much. It's very nice of you. The more the merrier. Enjoy the nice weather. Enjoy the hobby. Be careful, stay safe. God willing, we'll see you on another one.